Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a planner think through for 2027 because I am, as usual, having a little bit of planner indecision, which it's not that deep, it doesn't really matter, but I don't like to waste my money and I feel like I have done that in the years prior. So we're going to try and figure out what it is I exactly want to keep in the system and what I want to revamp. I'd love, ideally, to have just one book. I don't know how likely that is or how um, realistic because I usually have more than one and I don't want to keep everything combined. But if it's two books, sure, chill. I'm cool with that. But let's just get into what I've been using this year and what I think I'll continue to use if possible. So right out the gate, I have not been using this. This is a 2025. We're going to talk about that later. I have been using actually these four items I have been using pretty reliably. Maybe not so much the Filofax, but that was just a really like spur of the moment thing that I found this on eBay and I just really wanted to, you know, I wanted to try it out. The ring system. Everyone talks about it. It's been a thing I've wanted to use since I was a little girl back when New York Minute came out and, you know, that Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. And Ashley's character had a planner, a leather, I think it was I couldn't even tell you what it was called, but she had that type of a planner system and I really wanted one. And fun fact, my dad actually got me a planner when I was 8, like a leather. I was like, oh my goodness. I really, my mom was not happy that he got an 8-year-old a planner. What did I have to plan? What? But yeah, so I've been using this as, I guess my purse planner. I have like a little calendar overview. I have been using this. It doesn't look like it, but I have been using this fold out for certain things. I do have the pink Filofax week on 2 pages diary, which I've liked. I'll open to this spot. I didn't use this week. This was, I think, last week. I used this as a pen test, but I don't typically use this very often unless I am out of the house. And I've had I've had some slowdowns recently in my life. So last year it was very busy, slash the beginning of this year was too busy, and it freaked me out a lot, and that's why I got this. But yeah, so I used this heavily like up to a month ago, and then I stopped just recently. Um, and then I have a to-do section. Yeah, I've just been using this. This is actually lovely. I love this. Like putting in and like checking things off. That's great. I'll probably keep this. Plus, I don't have to buy many more because I haven't used them all. So this will tide me into the next year, I think. I have the week or the month on 2 pages diary. Or actually, it's after this diary insert. A lot of these inserts came with the Filofax. They were this was a used Filofax, and so it just came with this. So a lot of this stuff is mismatched, which I don't really mind. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. So yeah, I have this insert, and this I was just using to keep my steps on. So that was cool. Um, I kind of have kept it up, but again, not really. And then when I first got this, I actually was using like printouts a lot. And I actually liked it. I just never kept up with it because I'm not good at cutting things out. But you know what? If I could just stick to it and actually be patient, I actually like this. I think this is from Sleepy Notes Club. She's here on YouTube, and I love her inserts that you can print, and these are for free. So I probably will next year. Won't buy any more Filofax inserts, and I'll just print out my own because it's really easy and simple. And then after that, I had these that there were just like some test inserts that I downloaded offline for free. And then here, I actually did love this. This was my habit tracker for a bit. And this was March. I I did pretty well. Like I had a bunch of things I was tracking, my sleep tracker. I got this little ring, so I don't really need to track my sleep too much anymore. But before I had this, this was lovely to use, so I'll probably keep doing that. And then this is something I've loved having in here, which is just my books, my reading tracker. Not tracker, just like the list of books I've read this year, which has been lovely because it's super simple. Like I don't have to draw in the lines. All I have to do is write the numbers and my star rating. And as you can see, I have read, this is actually not updated. Let me update this real quick. This is an Energel Clena in, oh, I don't know what the pen is inside because I changed it out because I didn't like the size. I think it's probably like a point five or I don't know. I really don't know. Couldn't tell you. But I read my 51st book yesterday, and it was The Compound by, I don't put the author, but it was by Aisling Rawls, I think is her name. And it was a 4-star read. That was a book about, it's actually right here. It's this one right here. It was about a reality show, like dystopian situation, like kind of like apparently Love Island. I've never watched Love Island. I've never watched most of the reality TV shows, but I can compare it to America's Next Top Model because I watched that religiously when I was young and impressionable. And this book was about a girl named Lily who goes into this situation, and it's like a reality show meets Lord of the Flies, and they have to compete and try and stay coupled up, and not incur like the wrath of the producers and see who's the last person standing. It was really silly, but I liked it because it was very compelling writing, and it made you want to pay. It made you want to turn the page, and that's all I ask for in a book. So yeah, I read The Compound, and then after this, there's some random. This also came with some random colored sheets of paper. So I just use them like when I remember to. So I just put a quote here from the Nightingale. I have over here, the next insert is addresses, which I will not be showing, obviously. I don't want to dox anybody. And then I have some that don't have anything in there. Well, actually, no, I have information, which is some passwords, which has actually been very useful. I recommend having a whole information section and having passwords. Some financial stuff that doesn't have, this is a random insert, doesn't have anything in it. This one is projects, again, nothing, and then some blank inserts. And then I just have a picture of me when I was a little girl. That's my Filofax. That will be staying the same. Nothing will change. Hoorah, hoorah. So, love this. Also, I love that I have this little, maybe you can see that. This is a little Coffee Monsters Co. Fountain pen keychain thing, which I think is really cute. I got that on one of the drops. And then, okay, the next thing we're going to talk about, I'm on the fence for my weeks. I really am. Because I haven't really been using it as much as I should. I know, it's really cute. I've been using the weeks for a couple of years now. I feel like I feel like I should stay in it because I feel tied to it, but I really just, it doesn't get used a lot. I don't know. Like, I didn't even do anything with this, really. I actually did use these monthlies. I can't show them because they're kind of, I was using it as like a low level overview of things. But yeah, July, haven't used that. We'll see if I continue on. I want to because I do love the format of the weeks. I think it's precious. And then I have this tabbed off over here for my start of my weekly pages. Yeah, I used them. I just never know what to do. I never know how to what I like the most. I keep flipping between formats, and that bothers me because I want it to be cohesive and I want it to work, and it hasn't worked yet. So I don't really know what's happening. I don't know if I'm using this as like my daily planner slash, because I don't have a weekly section in my other book, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But I don't have like a weekly layout, and I prefer a vertical layout for weeks. I don't love the horizontal because I feel like I can't fit very much in this, and my handwriting is kind of big. I wish it wasn't as big, but it is. I got chunky handwriting, so I haven't been able to properly take use of the I mean, this is okay. It's just really, really ugly to me. I feel like I've been doing an ugly job, and then I haven't done this week. So I didn't fill this one out. I might backdate, but it hasn't really been a priority. So that's where I'm kind of struggling with the weeks. Where I have been loving the weeks is, as you guys know, in my reading section, my reads for 2026, I have loved this portion. It fits the book covers so freaking well. I need to update with 4 more books, as you can see. I need to update with The Odyssey, The Long Walk. I read Caliban's War by James S. A. Corey, and of course The Compound. So I need to do this. But in general, this is what I love. Like, I have it split up into just like random washi tapes. And this should be able to fit a little over 100 books. So, which is what I usually read in a year. So yeah, if I get another weeks for next year, it'll just be to do this again because I really enjoy it. And this is very therapeutic for me, and I don't know why. It's very simple, but it's very lovely. C'est la vie. So we'll see what happens there. I'm going to put this in the back. Yes, I still need to read Queen of Shadows. I don't want to talk about it. It hasn't happened yet. So that's the weeks. We'll see what happens there. Okay, and here's where I have the biggest conundrum. I don't know what to do with these. I don't know if I want to continue with my Hobonichi A6 for next year or go to an A5 situation, because I also had this last year, and I do actually like the A5 cousin. I like it. It's really big, and it's a lot, but it's so much in one that I love. This was a particularly chaotic year, and it was helpful in planning it. And I know that my life is not going to be as chaotic going forward, or I hope not at least. So I don't know if I'll be able to fill it out. And even then, I didn't fill this all out. Like, I just didn't. I did a lot in it, but like there were days when I just didn't get to it. And there are lots of blank pages. Like October was a very, very chaotic month. And so I just didn't have time to get artsy with it. And I really wish I did. So I don't know. I really hate that I have these blank pages. But what I love about this book is how big that the daily pages are. I hate that there's only 1 page because maybe I want to write more. But I mean, that's beside the point. What I really, really love in this book, you wouldn't know it because of this page, there's nothing on it. But I love a weekly, a vertical weekly. I am a fan. Look at this. It's just the space to do whatever you want. Let's find a week we can use. Shoot, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of personal here. Yeah, I didn't use this to its fullest, but I think I can show you this one. So this was what I loved. I didn't finish this out, I know, but I did like the time blocking because it was good to see where I was spending my time. There are weeks that I did more of this, and there are weeks that I did, as you saw, way less. But I like the overall aesthetic. I do. And if I had had more time to, commit and spend on this, I think it would have been great. So yeah, I just wish that I had done more of this, and I wish that this was in this one. I really wish that was the case, but we're going to go in and look at what's happened this year. So I've been in the Hobonichi Techo A6 for all of this year. Let me take it out of this. Yes, I'm a 30-year-old lady this year. Crazy. Where my 96 baby's at. So I had it in this Yumi Kirigishi cover, which I actually don't like this anymore for no other reason except for that's just what I feel. You like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. But I've been using this and it's gotten nice and chunky. I like how fluffy it's gotten. I think that that's not the problem. I like this. I like this book a lot. I used it pretty much just as a journal this year because unfortunately it does not have a weekly section. Unfortunately, it has monthlies. Okay, so I have to open to a blank page because the other ones are sensitive information. But I did use the monthlies, not April apparently, but yeah, I did use the monthly section. I've never been like a planner with my monthly section person. It's always been I use it just if I see it. So that's that. But the main thing I've used has been the daily section. This is a little vision board I put together. It was silly. None of that stuff has happened. Oh, wait, no, I got a passport this year. That happened. So that's cool. But yeah, I've been using the dailies. See if I can open to a page that is not sensitive. I can open to a more recent page. So y'all have seen what I've done more recently. There are days when I write very little, and there are days when I write a lot more. It just depends. This has been a very nice artistic outlet. This is today. Yeah, I've had fun. I really have. I think it's I think it's great. The only thing I don't like is that it doesn't have a weekly section. And I know that there's inserts where you can do weeklies, and it's in the A6 format for the Hobonichi, but I really just wish it was in the same booklet. Because if all of this was in here, it would be perfect because I would be able to do that time blocking because I don't want to do time blocking on the dailies because it's not enough room because like I said, this doesn't look too big, but my handwriting's kind of big. So I just wish that that was the case. So that's the Hobonichi A6. But again, I've loved kind of using it as like a scrapbook. I put pictures in here and lots of mementos from children that have because I teach ballet, so a lot of kids have given me things that I've posted in, and it's been really lovely to see all that in my book. So to try out the A5 format again, I did get, as you guys know probably, I did get a Stalogy A5, and I've been using it not a lot, but I have been using it for July, and I really like it. I love that there's lots of pages that are undated, and I can literally just use as many pages as I want. Two, I love that I can kind of mishmash the format however way I want. And I guess that's it. I also just love how big it is, the A5 size. The only thing, again, that I don't like is that it doesn't have a weekly structure. So if I wanted to do like a vertical weekly, I'd have to draw that in, and I don't really know how to draw that in. I can't see it visually. But, and the other thing is I do have quite a few fountain pens that I've been using and dabbling in. I have been loving using fountain pens, and this paper is not the most fountain pen friendly. I do think that I actually have a pen test over here. I do think that the Hobonichi pages, Tomoe River pages, are more fountain pen friendly. Yeah, I just think that they are. So I really do wish that the Stalogy had this paper, because that would also make it, that would be a plus in favor of it. But as such, I just don't know. I'm just so indecisive, you guys. So can you just tell me what to do? Should I just get another Hobonichi A5 cousin? Should I just do that? I'm veering towards yes, but I don't know, because I do love the portability of this. This is portable, but I don't ever take it anywhere. So scratch that. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I want something that's going to work with my fountain pens and just be a nice sensation, because this paper works with like a regular ballpoint pen. This is great. Like, that's lovely. This was all with fountain pen, and it's just not a nice sensation. So yeah, that's my conundrum. Let me know, what are you guys using for next year? Have you decided yet? I am curious to see what's going to happen with the rollout of the Hobonichi products, because I haven't been in the past, but I know that there are, they do their rollout in August of like each day there's a new thing that they, unveil. And so I know that the Tamagotchi was the big thing last year, which you would have thought that I would have gotten the Tamagotchi products, but because I was a Tamagotchi kid, but I just didn't, and I don't know why. But you would have thought I would have gotten that. I didn't, and I'm curious as to know what the brand is going to be, or what what's the word? What the franchise is going to be next year. So yeah, but what I'm looking for is somewhere to put my day-to-day plans in, and like a journaling section, a portion, and then something to do my book journaling in. So I don't know if that means that I do my book journaling just in here, which could be a thing, and then I have a Hobonichi A5 size to do my journaling and daily planning in, and then do I just not do the weeks, or do I do the weeks because I like doing the book covers? Which, I mean, I guess I could do the book covers in my Filofax, but then how would I archive that? That would be really, really tricky. So yes, all questions that don't really matter. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me and helping me think through. I am, now that I've talked to myself, I am not thinking that I want to do just what I said and get the Hobonichi cousin. Just do it. Just do it, man. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.